Hey fellow Diamond friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kalikaloo on the internet, and I also go by the name of Kali, and I'm very happy that you found your way to today's video, which is another one of our series where I'll be presenting to you our newest releases. So I know that for like 2 weeks I have been unable to do them because of time shortens, and as well because like there were a lot of other things that we were doing for the shop. So we are back with it, and here is like today's video for our new releases of this week. So we're going to start it off with this beautiful painting of Fairy of the Dark Forest from Efellana. So Efellana Illustrations, she's one of our artists. We have already a few of her paintings in our shop. She has a very lovely and I think unique way of drawing paintings with these women who are always having these very long, beautiful hair. And this one, the Fairy of the Dark Forest, is one of these illustrations again. You can see that we have the fairy in the middle of it. It's always mostly a female figure, and she's surrounded by nature and by other decorative things. Like this time, I feel like we have this beautiful glass window behind her, a stained window. Could also be a door to open up towards another place. We have this beautiful forest in the background. We have the roots that come from behind to the first plan of the painting. Then we have the skulls here, and we have these very beautiful blue flowers that are in the same color shades than we have for this window, the stained window, and the fairy, of course. So I really love this illustration. I think it's so magical. And Efellana is one of these artists that has a very specific way of drawing things and which transport emotions. We do offer it in a few different sizes. So we do offer it as always in a 50 by 70, 60 by 85 and 70 by 100. So you get different sizes, and as always in squares or rounds. So you can choose what you like best. You can choose like the size you want, if you want more detail, less detail. Please be aware that we use a lot of different colors for this one to get most of the details out of it. There will still be a lot of parts of color blocking for the hair, for the forest, and for the clothes. A little bit less for the stained glass window, of course, and the flowers in general. So I really love this artwork, like all of our artwork. This is a legally licensed piece, which means that the artist will be compensated if you buy something from her. I really think that this is a very special painting. If you love to work on fairies, I think this is amazing. If you want to enhance it, like for this one, we decided not to add too many enhancements to it and to go with a neutral value, so you can add to it whatever you want. I would work with the blue shades personally. I work with the roses, the ones in her hair, maybe work the blue into a few of her strains of hair, into like this part of the forest, of the trees, and maybe into the glass window. Not all of it, but for a few special parts, I would definitely work with some blue. You can work with twinkle drills, you can work with ABs, you can even work with crystals for the glass window. I think if you have not tried this out, this might be very beautiful. For the roses, I would work with ABs, and for maybe the hair, you could work with twinkle drills to get it a little bit less sparkly. You can also add one to her earring, which is also blue and very shiny. So it's totally up to you, but if you want to enhance it, that's a nice way to do it. Next up is this beautiful piece we have here. And this is from Viviana Agudelo. Let me tell you a little bit more about the artist in a quick instance. I'm sorry, you will be seeing my arm a little bit, so that I can get ready and let you know a bit more about Viviana. So Viviana Agudelo, also she's known for Viviana0830 on Instagram. She's a Colombian visual artist. She has been developing her ideas for painting and digital art. In her artistic process, she seeks to know herself, to express her feelings, incorporate symbolic elements, explore color, gesture, line, and body. And this is her magic girl. It's a very nice way of illustrating in a traditional way this magic girl. We all know who she is. Like, she's very beautiful. And what I love about Viviana's artwork is that she has this more of a traditional style that also comes with this digital style. It's difficult to explain, but she has a very unique way of creating colors and shapes and to work those things with the line work together. And I think she also did this lovely with this new drawing, Magic Girl. She's available in 40 by 40, 50 by 50 or 60 by 60 in squares or round if you want. If you want to enhance her, why not work with the moon? You can work with either glow in the dark or wheelie twinkle drills or ABs for these parts. I would work with the moon on her forehead, the moon in her scepter, maybe the yellow light a little bit, not too much, and these would be like the parts that I would enhance of this beautiful drawing of Viviana Agudelo. Next up, we have this gorgeous painting here. It's called Awakening of the Spring Goddess, and it's by our artist called Runa Mareuty Illustration. So again, the paintings are legally licensed, and if you decide to purchase it, a part of it will go to Runa, of course. So let me tell you a little bit more about Runa in the description that she prepared for us. So Runa Mareuty, she's an illustrator born in Italy and based in South Korea, which is very unique as a parkour as well, like very nice. Runa has been drawing for as long as she can remember. From a young age, she found joy in drawing characters and their stories. Amidst her multifaceted interest, illustrating emerged as the perfect outlet for her creativity, capable of combining all the things she loved in one passion. She also enjoys making and selling stationery items with her artwork, and because of her fascination with the past, she has cultivated a unique art style where history meets the fantasy world. Apart from drawing, Runa takes pleasure in traveling, swimming, reading, singing, riding the bike, gaming, and creating soundscapes. You can find her as well on Instagram. She will be linked on our webpage, and I will also link her down below. And she has her own web shop. So if you want to go check out some stickers or some art craft from Runa, you can do that under runamareuty.com. She's very kind artist as well. So, and she has very unique art style. And like she just said herself in her introduction, I think we can clearly see that she always tries to combine history with creativity and art style. So this time we have the awakening of the spring goddess. And we do offer this beautiful piece in a few different sizes, a 50 by 70, a 60 by 85, and a 70 by 100 if you want to go really, really big. So what I love about this drawing is just like how she made it. So we have this white background, which will be mainly like a lot of color blocking. We have this deer, the white deer that is standing in the doorway in the frame with the trinklets that are hanging from the antlers of the deer. We have the sun symbol in the background, and we have the spring goddess that is awakened by maybe the deer that's looking through the frame. We cannot be sure. We have the bushes with the flowers that are blooming. She does have a few blossoms in her hair as well. Very beautiful hair, very beautiful goddess as well. I love how we can see here that the bird cage is open, the birds and the butterflies are flying there, and we have a few cute rabbits as well. So a very, very beautiful drawing. I love this one a lot. And yeah, so this is another one from Runa's creations. What can you enhance in this painting? You can work with a lot. You can work with the flowers and the bushes, maybe add a few things there if you like it. Maybe work with the sun, make this shine and spark a little bit more. You can work with the goddess, of course, like either her clothes, her hair, like the blossom flowers she has in her hair, the red ribbons and the golden part of her tunic, maybe. You can also work with the cage up here. So it's a lot of creativity also for you. You can choose from a lot of different spots that you would love to enhance. a lot of possibilities. I would work mainly with twinkle drills or ABs for this one, but if you have other ideas, you're always welcome to put them down below in the comments and to share them with us. So up next we have another gorgeous painting, and this is called Flowy Mermaid by Jaana Heiska. So Jaana Heiska is an artist that has been with us for a long time now. She was one of the first artists we had in our shop, and she does mostly traditional artwork. So she has a very, very unique style. While she does work mainly with fewer colors, I love how she's able to represent so many gorgeous paintings with this more traditional art style. So let me tell you a bit more about Jaana Heiska. So Jaana Heiska is inspired by fairy tales and folklore. Jaana Heiska loves to create art that feels like a sweet dream. Using ink, watercolor, and mixed media, she creates artwork with natural, organic themes. And that's something that we often see in her artwork. We often have like these goddesses, these mermaids, these flowy creatures, where the line work does fit so nicely with it, and that goes super well with the colors that she has chosen. So we have here Flowy Mermaid. It's in a 50 by 70, 60 by 85, or 70 by 100. And I think that this one is so simple and yet so stunning. This is definitely a painting that I would see hanging up on a wall. For the simplicity, maybe if you have a white wall, this can give it so much depth, and this is something that I really love about it. And this painting can be so easily enhanced as well. Like, just choose one of these blue colors, either from the circle in the background or one that goes into the flowy mermaid, and enhance it, and it will be so sparkly and so extra. So this is definitely a painting that I could see hanging on my own wall. So I think she looks just stunning. So this is the Flowy Mermaid by Jaana Heiska. If you have not yet seen it, it will be also available this Saturday, of course. Up next we have The Deer, like Deer, by George Grimmsbery. And this as well, of course, is a legally licensed diamond painting. George Grimmsbery is known for more of these darker creations, usually like they are magic creatures or fantasy creatures, but like with a more darker hinge to it. So George told us, greetings. His name is George Grimmsbery. He's a graphic illustrator from Russia, and he has been creating for over 20 years. He loves the mystical and witchy atmosphere, and he hopes you love the world of Grimmsbery. So he has a very, very lovely style of artwork, and so this is Deer. He has another lovely artworks in our shop. Go check him out if you want to. But we do offer it in a 50 by 70 and a 60 by 85 in squares or rounds. Do you want to enhance this one? You can do so. You can either work with the lady, enhance the corset and the apples that are hanging from the antlers of the deer, or just work a little bit of the drapes from her robe, or like with the beast. I would focus it on the red part because I think that this is the most outstanding part of the canvas, the one spot that gives it more like colors. So I would work with these parts there and maybe enhance the eyes of the deer, make them a little bit more yellow and a little bit standing out. I love this one because she does remind me of Snow White in some kind of way. And I can't really explain it, if it's the white skin, the black hair, and the red colors and the apples, but there's something there that does remind me of Snow White. So really lovely painting as well from George Grimmsbery. You can check out this Saturday. Up next we have the Ephemeral. Spring is Ephemeral. Like, let me just quickly go grab the information for you guys. So this one here is from Akiko Ijichi, and let me just read you like what she told us about herself and about this canvas later on. So Akiko Ijichi is a painter from Japan. She creates her work using traditional Japanese painting techniques, using washi paper, crushed mineral pigments and metal foil. She mainly presents her work at galleries and art fairs in Japan and abroad, and her work is often introduced in art magazines. She is noted for the unique worldview of her works and the mysterious expression of the girls and women she draws. So this is also one of the paintings that when I did see it for the first time, I was like really in awe of it, and I felt like this is so beautiful. Like it does give you like these very soft vibes and still these like traditional Japanese styles. So this is spring is ephemeral. It comes in 40 by 60 centimeter, 45 by 60 centimeters and 60 by 80 centimeters. This is like the 60 by 80 centimeters and you got a lot of detail out of it. Like what can you enhance? You can work with the butterfly, the yellow and the black parts. I think that this does depict spring pretty well with the flower and the butterflies that are coming out now. You can work with the flower as well. Maybe work in a very soft and tones of these pinks to her eyeshadow and the blush and the lips maybe, but very soft. So I would go with twinkle drills rather than the ABs because they can be a little bit too harsh for such sections. But for the rest, a very beautiful drawing. I love all of the women that she does draw because they look all so very beautiful and with these long black hairs, and this one is not different from that. It's a very beautiful art piece as well from Akiko Ijichi. And let's get to our last creation. So this was like a drawing that I really wanted to share with you. So I told you a while ago that we are currently working on hand-rendered and hand-charted painting, mostly pixel art. We have here a very first one for you guys. So this is a very small painting. It's a 20 by 20 in round drills, and it's from the lovely Mrs. Coffee. You do know her mainly, I guess, from her YouTube. Like I discovered her along when I started diamond painting. I discovered her through YouTube mainly. So I will be linking her down below, just as all of the rest of her, like the artists that we have. She's known as just Mrs. Coffee on Instagram as well, and as the Caffeinated Doodler for her artwork. So go have a look at them as well. She has like a lot of fun drawings and a lovely creation of like more fantasy themed. And what I loved about her artwork when I followed her through YouTube was like all of these cheeky paintings, what she talked about. So I love it because this is like more of a cheeky side that we usually don't see as much in diamond painting. And I think that this does depict her artwork very well because these were like the very first paintings that I noticed from her. Now she has a lot of variety and the cute foxes she does draw. So there's a lot of variety over there. Go check them out as well. And she also has her own store where you can buy like stickers of cover paper. So have a look at that as well. But so this is going to be the very first hand-rendered painting we have, and this is it. So this is the picture of it. I'm just going to show you the original one right now so that you can have a look at it. Okay, so here we go. I just brought to you like the original one, so the one that I did, and to give it a try, I did work on it. So I have been working on it quickly, so please be aware of that as well, if the drills are not as straight as they maybe could be. So this is it. This is the 2020 Good versus Evil by Mrs. Coffee. And I just love these little butt cheeks, like very adorable. Let me get it a little bit better into the frame. So this is it. This is the diamond painting. These are round drills. You will only get it in round drills. It's a 20 by 20. For our hand-rendered chart drills, they will be available only one way. Usually, like not round or squares. Usually they will be the one that we think will be looking the best. For this very fun, cute, small project, we decided to go with a small size, a 20 by 20, to give it a try. For those of you who want to work on it, it can be a very fun product that you can also find on our webpage starting this Saturday. It will be, since it's very small, we will not be packing it though in these round tubes. It will come in another slightly more lighter way. First of all, because this does help us to be a more ecological way as well. And this does also like make it easier like to ship. So this is what it looks like. This is what it will be like if you try to work on it. So I'm really happy that we can have this collaboration together with Mrs. Coffee. So shout out to her again. So this is the very first one, and I'm so happy to present this to you today. And with this, we are also going to finish our little round of diamond painting presentations. And let me know in the comments down below, which one of these new diamond paintings do you like the best? Like, which one would you love to add to your wish list maybe? Also, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about hand-charted crafts? Is this like something that you would love to see more in our shop? We are working on bigger drills field like paintings as well. They will be available in the future in a very short time. Let me know in the comments down below, like which one of our existing diamond paintings would you like to see as a hand-charted diamond painting? I would be curious about that. Or also let me know if there's like an artist from our shop where you just want to see one of their paintings being hand-charted. That would be something that I would be really interested in. With that, all of our new diamond paintings will be available Saturday at 12 p.m. CET. And there will be, like always, the offer to get a 10% reduction on our new kit. So just grab the chance and go for it. The offer ends at, like always, Sunday 11:59 p.m. CET. And you can always combine it with the free shipping code. So if you buy or have an order placed for over 90 euros, just use the code free shipping in one word and all uppercase letters, and you are good to go. So I wish you a very, very lovely weekend. Stay healthy, stay hydrated, and bye guys.